This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, this is Digital Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, and we are at the Montreal Grand Prix. Well, they're just setting up over here, as you can see, so it's a little noisy, but we're making it work here at the Bell booth today. The Stanley Cup Finals resumes tonight with the Oilers in Florida for a pivotal Game 4 with the Panthers. And while this technically isn't a do-or-die game for Edmonton, it might as well be. Now, if we go by the numbers, a win tonight would make this a true 50-50, whereas a loss would swing things even further in the wrong direction. So heading into such a monumental game, how worried should Oilers fans be? They might be a little nervous if they're going off betting odds, as FanDuel not only likes the Panthers to win tonight, but also have them as strong favorites to win the Cup. But there is one metric that should give the Oilers fans some optimism, and that's Edmonton's ridiculous track record on the back half of series. Over their last 5 playoff runs, the Oilers' win percentage has doubled in games 4 through 7, and things are no different this time around as they are 7-0 in 2025. So maybe the Oilers just need a few games to get going before things really start to swing in a major way. To basketball, and is this the year for the Indiana Pacers? Nobody wanted to take this team seriously. But here they are, up 2-1 in the finals after last night's Game 3 win over the Thunder. And for all the shade talk, it was another Canadian doing work on Wednesday. Montreal's Benedict Mathurin had 27 points off the bench for Indy, the most by a reserve in a finals game in 14 years. And as a result, OKC's on the ropes. Joined now by our basketball analyst, Jevohn Shepherd. Jevohn, how's it going?
Marissa, we have a series, so I'm good. This is fun. This one looks like it's going to go much further than we expected.
So, Jevohn, the pressure's on the Thunder in Game 4 in an essential must-win. But could you argue there's just as much heat on Indiana to put OKC in a stranglehold before the series heads back west?
Oh, without a doubt. If you're Indiana, you want to make sure that you continue to have home court advantage, right? Because you're going to go back to Oklahoma, and that's not a place where you want to go and play around with. But they've done what they're supposed to. They've done their business early, and you want to keep that momentum in your corner.
Okay, so we've got Shea, Lou Dort, Andrew Nembhard, and last night it was Mathurin having the game of his life on the world's biggest stage. As a Canadian baller yourself, how incredible is this to witness?
I'm emotional. I'm torn. I'm watching these games. I'm so proud of these guys and for these guys because they're also, just significant parts of their team. Obviously, you know what SGA is capable of and what he's done this season, being the MVP. Andrew Nembhard, he's identified himself as, arguably the best defender on his team. And then we've seen the game that Ben Mathurin had, and he's a guy that, he's young. He's going to have an incredible career ahead of him. Using his athleticism, scoring the basketball. I think as he continues to refine his game, and he's in the perfect situation to learn winning basketball, you're just going to continue to see him rise.
Thanks, Jevohn. Looking forward to seeing how things shape up.
Thank you.
You can catch Game 4 of the NBA Finals Friday on TSN. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. As you already know, we're in Montreal this week for the Canadian Grand Prix. And we got to wondering, what's it like when a person from France visits Quebec? Do they feel at home or do things feel a little weird? To help us better understand that emotion, we have a true Quebecois, Sébastien Toutant, who's an Olympic gold medalist for Canada, and F1 driver, Isaac Hadjar from France.
What? I understand.
I don't understand what he said.
Okay. I don't understand what he said. We're going to play a little game called Quebecois versus France French. You've been here for a little while, right, Isaac?
Yeah, like 24 hours.
24 hours. So you had a chance to maybe hear some of the culture of the city, yes?
Loony, Toonie.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Have you had a chance to listen to the magic of Quebecois?
I did.
Okay.
It's very funny.
It's funny?
It's very funny.
Okay. I'm very English Canadian. I grew up in Saskatchewan, so I'm going to say things in my very English way. Sebastian will correct me, and then you'll say it in your French way, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, let's go.
Let's go. On y va.
On y va.
Is that what you would say too?
Ah, on y va.
How would you say happy as a clam?
Happy what?
Happy as a clam.
A clam. Je suis vraiment content.
I would have said the same. Je suis
Really?
vraiment content.
What about when you let someone make a fool of you?
Quelqu'un qui t'insulte, quelqu'un
Quelqu'un qui se fout de moi.
Quelqu'un qui t'écœure. T'écœurer.
Qui t'écœure.
Ouais,
Quelqu'un qui
t'écœurer.
se fout de moi.
Okay, so different.
Mhm.
But you would get that.
Ouais, I understand.
I don't understand what he said.
Okay. I don't understand what he said. Okay, what about I have to pee?
There's different ways, but I would say j'ai besoin d'aller pisser.
Ouais, je dois pisser.
Okay.
J'ai besoin d'aller pisser.
So will we hear
Exactly
you
the
say
same.
that on the radio while you're racing?
No, never. You won't hear me, but I'll do it, but
Good
you
stop.
won't hear me.
But you won't hear me. Okay, fair. We have the full version of that on TSN's YouTube, so check it out. And just a reminder, you can catch the Canadian Grand Prix Sunday on TSN, 1:55 p.m. Eastern, 10:55 a.m. Pacific. The CFL got off to a lively start last weekend, and tonight Week 2 gets a jump start as the Lions on Winnipeg to face the Blue Bombers. Nathan Rourke silenced any rumors of his demise 4 days ago, throwing for 324 yards and 3 touchdowns in BC's home opener. A 31-14 win over the Elks. This was flat-out vintage from the former most outstanding Canadian, who struggled badly after joining the Lions midway through last season. FanDuel is willing to write that off as an aberration, currently giving him the best odds to win MOP this season. Meanwhile, in Winnipeg, the Bombers are without Zach Collaros. He's suspended for their season opener after missing a drug test before the season. It'll be Chris Streveler in his place tonight. And we'll likely get a heavy dose of Brady Oliveira. Last year's MOP is coming off his 3rd straight year of over 1,000 rushing yards. Nonetheless, FanDuel is leaning toward Rourke in this one too, installing the Lions as a road favorite. You can catch tonight's game between the Lions and Bombers on TSN. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. That's it from me from the track today. Worry not, we're here all day collecting all the content for you that you'll see in DSC later this week. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.